Hello, everybody. Welcome to World Wonder Wonder Podcast. I'm your host, the Chocolate Thunder with Wonder, Mr. Eddie V. Joining me is the Red Velvet Nordic Beast himself, Mr. Larry Giver.
Extra work this week, just so that we can bring you guys your favorite snow Mexican maple back motherfucker, Adrian.
I'm back, bitches.
He's done hanging out with Edward Snowden.
I'm sorry. I do apologize for I calling everyone bitches, though. Hello.
Yes, everybody, that's our Minister of Maple, the lovely, huggable, snuggable Mr. Adrian Nieto, the snow Mexican himself.
I'm making like silly faces on my camera because it's dark.
We were waiting for Adrian so we can record this episode, and he's like, I have to go make food and eat. I'm just sitting here thinking, what are you eating? Snow tacos?
No, I did went and got sushi though, so. Got me some sushi.
You racist traitor.
Yeah, I know, eh? Sushi's so good though.
It is. I've been wanting to go get some too, but I think I'm gonna do that next week. I'm gonna treat myself out next week.
I got some Phoenix rolls. So good.
Yay. Adrian, what have you been up to? We miss you so much.
Well, I've been working like crazy to the point of almost killing myself. Not literally, just FYI. But no, yeah, now I took a day to relax. I fell asleep like, I don't know, like 5 times during the day. Like I woke up at like 6:30. It was like, nope. Woke up at 9:30. Nope. Woke up at like 10 something. Went upstairs, brushed my teeth, fell asleep on the bed again. Woke up at like 11:30, and I was like, nope, this is not happening again. And then I finally woke up at like noon or like close to 1 actually to grab some food, and yeah, I've been awake since then. So
your body needed to recharge.
Oh yeah, oh my god, I feel great now though.
Yes, Larry, it seems that you also took a certain nap today with baby Olivia.
No, I had no naps today, trust me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm quite sure, Holmes. I got up, I went to physical therapy, and then I went to work.
Oh, wow.
No rest for the wicked.
Oh, I thought you went to sleep like an hour ago.
No.
I seen a picture, that's why.
You probably saw an old picture then, because it wasn't an hour ago.
Okay, because I was just like, ooh, they both are knocked out. This is
I just flashed with my own camera.
Oh my.
Wow. So Adrian, before we get into the episode, what have you been playing? Or what has been your indie watch? We haven't had an indie watch. We don't know what you've been playing.
Well, we know what Adrian's. Well, you and I know what Adrian's been playing. He's been working on a review for us.
Yes, and that's the indie watch for this episode. Larry was very kind to give me a copy of She'll Remember Caterpillars on Steam. Very interesting puzzle game by the company's
Jumpsuit Entertainment.
Thank you very much. Which are a German indie company. I didn't know this. But no, yeah, their game finally got released last week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
It was on early access first. I got that review copy, but oh my god, this game, it's reminded me of my early days playing Braid, on which, this is like a cute puzzle game. I'm having fun with this, and suddenly the difficulty ramps up so hard. I'm like, so how do I do things again? Question mark.
Well,
yeah. Oh my god! But it's so fun.
Before we get into it, can you tell us what the story is, like the premise of the game?
Don't ask me story because I still don't know the hell is going on that game.
I mean, well, what's the premise? Like,
Yeah, so you control these, I guess, basic color, creatures. I guess they are blue, red, and yellow. At least so far, the ones that I've encountered are those three primary colors, and they have these very specific rules of how to beat each level. So, like, primary colors can only go over like these bridges that are of their same color, but then they can cross through these weird tentacles
Like
that are the same.
gate. Yeah.
Yeah, the tentacle gates. Man, are they jerk! I love their animation though. I was streaming it a little bit today, and their animation just looks like you're flapping your arms around. So much fun. I should probably make a gif of that. But yeah, so like the rules are very simple. Like you can go over a different color, or you have to like fuse the creatures to create a secondary color, and then you can cross through like different color bridges and stuff like that. And it's very simple. You just have to get all your tiny creatures to like this flower petal or something. And once they're there, they fly away, and you go to the next level. So it's a very simple puzzle game that it just goes crazy after a while.
So you're mostly passing gates, color gates, being
Your
Gates and bridges.
gates, bridges. You activate switches that are like create other stuff. You fuse your creatures. Yeah, that's pretty much. It's a point and click game though, so it's like it's a puzzle where you just use your mouse to guide stuff from one place to the other.
Larry, any thoughts? I know you got still stuff to say because you've been playing it also.
I've been dinking around with it, not nearly as much as Adrian, but I love the fact that it's very much like The Witness, in the fact that the way that it teaches you its mechanics, it doesn't tell you anything out loud. It gives you the mechanics in its most simplest forms to say, these are the rules, here it is in its most basic form so that you can understand it, and then it starts building on that and encouraging you and forcing you to learn how to put those rules together.
Okay. All right. It's because it sounds like with the color matching, it reminds me of the Blob, where you have red, I think like red, yellow, and blue, and you match different colors to get, like blue and red turns into green. No, I think blue and yellow does green and stuff like that, purple and brown, stuff like that. It sounds like it feel that when you turn into that color, you're able to go over that bridge or go through that gate, correct?
Yeah, like say for example, you've got a little red guy and a little yellow guy, and there's an orange bridge. You fuse them together, you make one little orange guy, so that you can go across the bridge, and then you can split them apart again into the single colors, red and yellow.
Okay. And how many levels was it? Because Larry, you beat it, correct?
No. I think I got about 15 or 20 puzzles in, and I put it down just so I could do other stuff because I had other stuff to do.
Okay.
But I know Adrian is considerably further along than I am.
I don't think I'm that farther along than you are, to be honest. I spent, I don't know, like a good day stuck in a puzzle. Like even Larry was watching me stream it, and we were trying to like figure out what the hell was going on. And then like I asked some other friends help. We finally figured it out, came back, beat that level, and then got stuck on the literally in the next one. I was just like, oh my god, I can't even play this game right. It's like it gets so hard, and like that's probably my only complaint about the game is that yes, it teaches you the mechanics which are incredibly simple. Like anyone can pick them up really. It teaches you the mechanic on the first couple of levels, and then it just adds like a combination of those rules. The problem is the difficulty spike from some of the early puzzles to, I don't know, the beginning of Act 3, which is, I don't even think is 50% through into the game. It just like, it goes like crazy. It's like if you were playing, like if you were just running around on Mario 64 when you first started the game, and suddenly you're in that clock tower level that is super hard. Like that's kind of like how it feels. Like, oh my god, I'm having so much fun and I understand everything I'm doing. And suddenly it's like, I don't know what's happening here. I just want my life back. But the game sucks you in, and you want to like keep playing and keep trying to figure it out. So it's really fun.
So let's start with the good, like everything with the good. Larry, what's like your ultimate good for this game? It could be one or two things.
Like I said, I am a great, big, huge fan of the game design in terms of how it teaches you. More games need to do that. You know, Braid did that reasonably well. The Witness honed it to perfection. And She Remembers Caterpillars definitely takes its cues from that. Do I think it did it with quite as much finesse as The Witness? No. But it wasn't trying to do as much as The Witness. It was simply trying to convey a puzzle game on, you know, 2 or 3 very basic mechanics, and there's only so many ways those can interact, but the puzzles do become, like Adrian said, very devious, very quick, only in regards to it is pure logic puzzle. Like it's kind of like the if you ever go to the Cracker Barrel and there's the little peg and board puzzle sitting on the. It makes me think of that in that regard.
So is that the bad of it, the difficulty ramp of all the puzzles? Like the logics kind of get, I don't want to say out of hand, but it makes you think.
I don't think it's bad, but I think it could have used a little fine tuning in terms of how fast they ramped it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I 100% agree with Larry there. It kind of feels like the early levels. It's like when you get a Rubik's Cube for the first time, and you solve one phase, and you're like, oh my god, this is so cool! I solved a phase, and then your dad comes from behind you. It's like, all right, you have to solve the other 5 right now. Like, but I just solved one. Can I be happy for a minute? Like, nope. Just like you guys just thrown into like very difficult puzzles. But that's really my only negative with that game. It's that I don't like everything else. I loved. Larry took, for example, the game design cues, especially in how it teaches you the mechanics. So I won't talk about that again. But I will go with the art. Like everything in the game feels alive. Like from the when you click on one of the creatures, they wake up and then like stand up, and they have like a little idle animation. To how the other ones are sleeping when they're inactive, or how when you're trying to cross a bridge or a gate that is not like you can't go through, then it plays this little animation, the gate or the bridge, and then the little guy just tumbles back a little bit. So like that level of charm in the game, it wasn't really needed, but it's appreciated. So like that's probably my highlight from the game.
Okay,
it goes a long ways towards giving it personality.
Yep, I agree.
So what is the eye roll where you just be like, oh really, are y'all really doing this? Like, what is your eye roll moment of the game?
I don't think I had one really. I'm not even frustrated with the puzzles. It's more of like, my god, I'm an idiot. Like, why can I do this by myself, right? Like, it's not the game basically making me feel bad. It's me, myself, making me feel like, not even bad, but like, oh my god, like, I know I have it. Like, today, I was streaming it for a little bit, and I got to a point on which you can see my face if you see the recording. Like, oh my god, I got it! And it was like that moment where I was like super hyped, and then I just I threw it all away. Like I literally threw it all away. Like I didn't have it, and I screwed things up like even more than they were before. I was just like, oh, but I had it. Like I had it right there. I could feel it that I was almost done, and yeah, like it didn't happen. It was I don't know. It was crazy, but it was really fun.
What about you, Larry?
I don't think I've had an eye roll to it. Honestly, I'm I'm intrigued to see if there's to get to the end and see if there's a worthwhile payoff to the story that they're telling, which they're telling in a very abstract way. You're kind of getting bits of conversation that feel very out of context, and so I'm looking forward to seeing if it really ties together in a satisfying payoff. Beyond that, I will say to tag on to what Adrian said, one of the things I really appreciate is the fact that the game never feels like it's being cheap. It's just pushing you harder.
Yep.
So it makes you kind of think out of your bounds. Just like what you think it is, it's not really. But if you do this and that, you'll be able to solve the puzzle.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about the art style. How is the art style? I know
Beautiful.
you mentioned a little bit, Adrian, because I haven't seen the game. So is it kind of like, does it look like Paper Mario? Does it look like very colorful? Like, how would you describe the art style of this?
It's like Castle Crashers on asteroids.
Okay.
I aesthetically, just in terms of color and starkness, I think it actually reminds me a little bit of Bastion.
Ooh.
I don't know. Like Bastion was a little
It's
too
a
dark
lot
for me.
less. It's a lot less of the mixed colors. It has to do with a lot more primary colors. But in terms of, I think for me, in aesthetic, the fact that all the puzzles are this one little island, floating against a black background of nothing.
Is it
That's the part I think that harkens to Bastion for me.
Is it top view or like 3D?
It's like a 2.5 isometric.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for me, it's like if Castle Crushers had, like, if the guy that made Fez had gone to the Castle Crushers team and says like, hey, what if we put a little bit more love into how the game looks? That's the feeling I get. It's like, it's the Castle Crushers art style with like more love put into it. So it looks great, and like, again, those tiny animations. Yeah, no.
Okay. What was your favorite moment in the game?
I don't know. Every time I figure out a puzzle, it's a great joy.
What about you, Larry?
I'm with Adrian. The wonderful supply of aha moments when you get something and it finally clicks.
Okay.
It is beautifully satisfying.
Do you think this game will have a lot of replayability to it? Like, because it sounds like it controls well, since it's a point and click. Like, you point where you need to point, and it works. But it's like, do you think this game will have a lot of replayability after you beat the game, or like?
This is the type of game. That I feel I'll forget the answers in a couple of months. So like, I will come back to it and I'm still like, how did I do this again? Like, just trying to figure it out all over every time. However, I think this is the type of game that I would like to show people. Like, and their website, it's not very descriptive, so they don't say, like, they just show their Steam release. But I kind of wish there was like a mobile version of the game, so I could play on my phone while I'm at the office during like break times and stuff like that. Or you know what, like, bring it to the Switch. I want that game on the Switch. I just want to like play it on my console and just take it on the go and keep playing for a while.
Does it tell you how many levels is in the game, or just?
No, that I know of. No.
And is it like, does it do it by worlds, like 5 levels in one world, and then 5 levels in...
there are different acts, and in each act you have like a couple of levels or chapters. Yeah, I believe I'm on chapter 30, if I'm not mistaken. And that's Act 4. So, do math there, whatever that is.
It's like the 12th level in a way.
I don't remember. Yeah.
I think you're somewhere about 18 to 20 puzzles in.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's go with you, Larry. What is your pay rate for this game? Because I know you do ratings by how much you would pay for this. So, what is your pay rate for this game?
For what I've played so far, I'm inclined to say $12, $13. I have a feeling that by the end of it, I would say 15 on the top side, depending on how much content is there. Mm-hmm. And I'm waiting to see the ending to see if the payoff for whatever strange story they're telling really comes together. Because if it does, and it's really got that sound off, that could push it to 20 if it's right.
And what about you, Adrian?
I will gladly pay for a copy of it digitally, $15. Like, I wouldn't even think it twice. I will see it in the Steam. Like, yeah, this is the game that someone told me about, and it looks great, and I played it, and it's great. Buy now. However, I will 100% pay more if it was a physical release on like the Nintendo Switch or like even the 3DS or something, right? Like, I will pay, I don't know, like $40-$50 or something like that. So if it was a physical release, of course.
Okay, so anything else, guys? Well, anything else you would like to say about it?
I'm almost with Adrian on that. I would definitely pay more for a physical release. My suspicion, though, is that I think $30 for a physical copy on Switch would be the top end of the spectrum for me.
Okay. I'll probably say
that might be true just because I'm having my judgment skewed by the fact that we've gotten the likes of Shovel Knight physical copies for $25.
That's but like I'm adjusting the price to Canadian pricing, so.
Oh, God damn it! You're gonna complicate shit, you motherfucker.
Well, he is kind of speaking the truth.
You your fucking snow pesos.
Well, but that's what we said though. Like $30 is kind of like $50 here. So.
Yeah, this is true. So, rule of thumb: if Adrian writes a review, his score needs to be adjusted for
inflation.
Yeah.
It's like, so everybody, if you live in America, it's $30. If you live in Canada, it's $50. Be like, wait, for a game? Like yes. So okay, that's good that you guys are positive on it. Can you go ahead, say the name again and the developer again? And is it free right now to download, or you can pay like for it?
Paid release is out on Steam now.
Okay. And go ahead, Larry. Give us the title and the developer, if you know it.
We have been chatting about She Remembers Caterpillars by Jumpsuit Entertainment, who I just heard from today. In the coming probably next couple weeks, I would imagine, will be joining us on the show.
Great.
Ooh,
because I do want to talk to them about the game. The game, it is, like Larry said, on the Steam, it is $13 Canadian, which I believe is 10 American. So we'll link it on the site so people can see it and stuff like that.
Yay. And next week, for those interested, we will be giving away a copy.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
I have one extra code, compliments of Jumpsuit Entertainment, to give away.
Awesome.
So, much like the current giveaway that we've got going right now for that adorable minimalistic Metroid beanie.
Yes.
When the post goes up, like our page on Facebook and share the post, and you are entered to win.
And if you
There
guys
you
would like
go.
to see a picture of it, yes, go to our World 101 podcast forum page, like, share, subscribe, and you will have a chance to win it. It looks really nice. Can't believe Amazon.
$12 on the U.S. Steam store.
Ah, cool. Nice, yes. So she remembered caterpillars. Looks very interesting. I'll have to check it out. Even though I don't play Steam games, I'll probably watch the YouTube play of it.
You could also watch the stream that I've been
That's
doing of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
On
can you
Twitch
tell us?
TV, check out the Frozen Machine.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Are you going to stream it also, Larry, or are you just going to, oh, no.
I'm not exactly set up for PC streaming. The only reason I do anything streaming is because it's conveniently on my Xbox One.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's so easy to do stuff there.
Yeah, I do a lot of streaming on Xbox One because I don't know, I haven't streamed on my PS4 lately. Someone made a comment about the PS4, so I haven't really responded to that since someone is very jealous of my video game buying, and I'm looking at him, the Snow Mexican, right now.
Oh, you have a problem, so.
I do not have a problem.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Even though I did order Puzzles and Dragons, the Super Mario Puzzle and Dragons Online. What?
There's not even a reason for you to own that game.
Why? I like role playing. I love puzzle games. Why can I not have both?
Sure. Let's just move on. I'm not arguing about this right now.
Oh wow. I did pick up Resident Evil 7, so I haven't started that yet, but I will be starting it tomorrow. I do have a picture of the Funko Pop that I exclusively got from Target. It was like the last one. I have really had to snag it up. But Larry, have you been playing anything, or did you get anything?
Yeah, I found a brand new day one copy of Sunset Overdrive at Walmart for $9, and I grabbed the fuck out of that.
Okay. Have you installed it?
Not yet. I just took it out of the shrink wrap. I haven't even gotten to literally open the case yet. Trying to think what else. Yeah, between Sunday night and tonight, I don't think I've gotten to do much of anything. But I do know the one thing I really want to hear about, since he's on the show again, is I want to hear some of Adrian's feedback on the Switch presentation and all the shit that's happened in the last couple weeks.
I don't know. I went the next day and pre-ordered the thing. If that doesn't tell you how excited I am, I don't know what will, really.
Did you pre-order any of the games too, or just the system?
I pre-ordered Zelda. I trying to see if I can get some more money to get a Pro Controller. I also want to play Bomberman a lot, so I may pick that up. I Am Setsuna is also confirmed as a launch title.
So bad.
There was another game. Oh, World of Goo. I want to play World of Goo so much on the Switch. But yeah, that's it. I'm excited. I can't wait for March.
Did you enjoy the presentation, or did you have problems with it, or were?
It was alright. It was Japanese. I mean, they're a different culture. I'm not one to, argue how they do things. If you think it was awkward, hey, guess what? You are not Japanese. So it was probably not awkward for Japanese viewers. So let's just leave it at that. Just move on, man.
It didn't help anything when Suda51 started going off script and the poor translator's like,
oh my god.
I do.
Poor guy.
And
yeah.
It was just like, well, a new Travis Touchdown game is coming out. And he literally was just like, and you heard the and then when he said, well, yeah.
Yeah, poor guy.
It didn't help anything either that Suda was making, like, jokes and references that don't really translate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't really his fault, but man, that was hard. Poor guy, really.
Oh, wow.
That poor dude deserves a raise for that.
Yeah.
And at least he stuck, he did good throughout the whole press conference. Came to that one part and he was just like, oh, awkward. Well, it's no more awkward than the Ubisoft one with the little doing all of that mess.
Oh God.
Oh, that
Mr. Caffeine.
Yes, that conference was a horrid train wreck.
I had entirely blacked that out of my brain until you said that.
Oh my!
You son of a bitch!
Oh my goodness! Everybody, if you could find that conference on YouTube, watch it and be amazed at like we're a train wreck of professionalism. I understand that, but he's a professional. That should have never happened.
No, we're a train wreck of professionalism. He's a professional train wreck.
Yes. Cause I don't see him nowhere at Ubisoft anymore. Like, no development team, not in the stands, nothing.
No.
What did you guys think of the Fire Emblem Direct? I don't think we touched on the Fire Emblem Direct.
No, we didn't.
Okay, so let's start off first with they announced 4 games of Fire Emblem. The first one, Fire Emblem Echoes for the new 3DS.
Technically, they announced 3 games.
Well, I mean, we finally got the Fire Emblem Heroes for mobile. But just as games in general. We got a Fire Emblem coming for a Switch, and we got Fire Emblem Warriors coming to Switch and new 3DS. So, but let's start with Fire Emblem Echoes. What did you guys think? What did you guys think of that game?
Full disclosure, I am not a tactics person. I appreciate it in concept. Mm-hmm. I'm not good at it. That being said, Fire Emblem has never really been my cup of tea. As far as Echoes coming, yay. You know what? It's one more thing that we never had in the States before now, and I'm glad that we're getting it. Yeah, I'm not knocking it. I think for anybody that likes Fire Emblem, I'm glad you're getting more stuff.
Okay. Adrian?
Yeah, same. We never got this game released on the NES back in the day, so yay for us having it now.
All right, and I've been talking about Fire Emblem so much. I'm excited to play it in May. Cannot really wait to get to it. I need to finish first Fire Emblem Fates. Sorry about that. I need to work on that. Fire Emblem for Switch. What did you guys think it's going to be?
I think it's going to be another big mainline Fire Emblem. I suspect that it will be at least as impressive as what we've gotten out of the 3DS entries over the last couple of years. Though I would hope it would be a little more grandiose considering the platform that they're bringing it to. Mm-hmm. Beyond that, frankly, given that there's really nothing concrete on it other than, here, mainline Fire Emblem next year on Switch, I can't say much other than what I would hope they would do with it.
What about you, Adrian?
I don't know. As long as it's as I don't know, half as good as Path of Radiance was on the Wii. Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Fire Emblem Warriors. They showed a little bit of the trailer for how the game is going to be. Adrian, what's your thoughts on it?
I don't know. Not a fan of those games, so.
Okay. Larry?
I think that it's a mixed bag because I think that they should be committing to the Switch with some exclusive titles, mm-hmm. and the fact that Warriors is not Switch exclusive, I think shows that they're having, we'll call them commitment issues. That being said, given that it is coming to the 3DS, at least they fucking learned their lesson from Hyrule Warriors 3DS and said, new 3DS only.
Yep. Yeah, that was a good thing to talk about during the presentation. Was it is coming to new Nintendo 3DS XL and new Nintendo 3DS? Like, yes, that is what you should be saying. Don't put it on the original. Like, and nobody cares about the original anymore. Everybody moved on already, or they're gonna buy a Switch. Like, just like don't care. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Well, not only that, but if you go back to it, Hyrule Warriors, try and run that on an original 3DS, and it runs like hot garbage.
Oh, I heard.
Yeah, no, it was
The
awful.
only way it's acceptably playable is on new 3DS.
The processing
Mm-hmm.
power.
Mhm.
Has to run. Okay. Last but not least, Fire Emblem Heroes is the mobile game that's coming to Google Play and on iOS. They both will be dropping February 2nd, I believe, for both. Any ideas, like you guys going to download it or anything, or are you intrigued or interested? I'm interested, but I'm not getting it just yet.
My first thought is, holy shit, here's an announcement, here's a new game, you can have it in 2 weeks. Secondly, yeah, why the hell would you not? It's free. You can play that game without paying a penny for it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you probably get more out of it if you throw a few bucks at it here and there?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. And you know what? Again, I'm not a tactics person, but honestly, it looks simplified enough that I would probably mess around with it and at least get some enjoyment out of it. And for God's sakes, if I'm not putting any money into it, it's worth every penny that I paid for it.
Yeah. I'm 100% right there with you. It comes the day. Is it the day before the Switch?
No, it's
No,
in
no.
February.
It's February 2nd.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a month before the Switch. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, it's-
even
So
more.
that's like next week, dude.
Yeah, like next-
Even more to the point. Then it's like I'll get it. Like, oh, this is gonna keep me going until the Switch gets released, and hopefully it will keep me going after until the Fire Emblem Echoes for 3DS comes out. It's like, yeah, like it's more Fire Emblem. That's a good thing.
All right, and that's our discussion of Fire Emblem Direct, because it's like it was really only like 19 minutes, and I think like 8,000 podcasts have talked about it.
Yeah.
But to let you guys know, Sunday we're going to have kind of a bigger episode, because Larry posted a story about video game study of video games handling stress. And we're going to discuss that actually on next episode, because I think it's going to be a very interesting discussion. So if you guys want to see it, I think it was Polygon that posted the story, Larry, or
No, Polygon posted the other story that I wanted to talk about.
what was the other one?
The taxation and tariffs.
Okay, all right, yeah.
So yes, we're actually going to get into actual politics and economics, but we promise it actually ties back to games.
Yes. I was actually reading that story because I seen it around, but I didn't take the time to read it. But I was actually reading it, and it's very interesting. I'm like, really? That could be.
I will share links to those stories on the forums page.
Yes. So, I think that's going to do it for us. Adrian, where can we find you?
You can find me in the group, really. If you write something there that is interesting, chances are I'm gonna comment on it. Just follow the Frozen Machine everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. No, Snapchat. I forgot one social media. Oh, YouTube, Twitch, and Tumblr.
Okay. Larry, where can Larry, where can we find you at?
Out on our Facebook page and our Facebook forums.
Yes.
That being said, also on Twitch at World 11 Podcast, all spelled out, all one word. We're also out there on the Twitters, World1_1 podcast. So we're out there as well. Our presence out there will grow some over time. It's not immense at the moment, but it will get bigger as we we do more and more. I am literally at this point just waiting on a reply email from iTunes about the resubmission of our listing. With any luck, within the next 2 days at most, because they said within 5 business days it'll get re-reviewed, and hopefully the issue's fixed, and that shit can finally be put to bed, and I can stop fucking talking about it.
Okay. You guys can email this show, world11podcast@gmail.com. That's WORLD11podcast@gmail.com. Gmail.com. You can hear more of this episode on shoutengine.com. SHOUTENGINE. I'm so terrible with just saying names. I've been talking so much this whole week. It's just ridiculous. You can find me on Twitter at ThatRetroCode, and you can find my podcast, Optional Opinion, at the AnomalousRadioNetwork.podbean.com, SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and other podcast apps. If you guys are listening to this episode, I think it's going to be up real soon.
This goes up Thursday morning.
So if you're listening to this like right now on the Thursday, if you own a PS4 and you have PlayStation Plus, Shadow Complex is only $5.99. It is worth the download if you do not own it on Xbox 360 or Xbox One or PC. If you have a PS4, a great flash sale is going on. You need to get this game now. It's so good.
We have a special thing that finally fucking happened that we need to talk about too, by the way.
Go ahead, Larry.
We are finally officially, because I'm not going to lie, I told him, I said I was a little surprised because I figured it was just a dead issue. I was going to let it be at that. But we want to say a great big hello and welcome to everyone listening to us from the DNA Network podcast family.
Yay!
Yep. Hello.
Great big shout out to Corey. I'm trying to harass Corey into coming on Sunday. I make no promises yet, but I'll poke him in the ribs again tomorrow.
Yes, we are officially part of the DNA Network. Optional Opinion is also part of the DNA Network. I do write for DNA, and I am part of the administration team, where I do Nintendo Power Block and other podcasts with them. So thank you once again, Corey, for that, helping us spreading the love of this podcast. And with that, everybody, do we have anything else?
Yes. Just a reminder, free giveaway. Adorable Metroid beanie hat, free giveaway, for God's sakes. The post is on our Facebook page. Like our page, share the post, and I will pick somebody that has done both, and I will send them the hat at my expense.
There you go.
Yes.
Free shit for my desk. Seriously, not hard.
Any last words, Adrian, before you go into the wild?
Also, buy Remember Caterpillar, or share the post that we're gonna make and like our page to, win that too. Like, it's gonna be awesome.
And if you don't own Twinicycle, on iOS, and I think it's on Google Play
And
also.
Android.
Yeah,
It's on Android too. Pick up Twinicycle, the Frozen Machine first debut game. Really, really fun to play. And with that, everybody, we are out. Bye.
bye.
Good night.